Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Coach's Corner, brought to you by the Pizza Hut of Bucyrus and Galion. Nobody outpizzas the Hut like they do in Bucyrus and Galion here at the North Central Ohio Media Group Studios, WBCO, WQEL, Crawford County. Now, I am Travis Berardi from the OH Report, and today we got a team from Crestline, the football team. We actually have 4 members, so it's an all-football day for you. The football team will be playing all 4 games, answering questions. We'll flip them off. We'll switch them off. Don't want to flip them off. They're nice people. Don't want to do that. Not a rival. But we'll switch off. We have the skills players first, and then the linemen will come in later. But one person that's going to be sticking with me the whole time. I am so sorry you have to do that. But head coach Hastings Robinette in his 2nd season at the helm of Crestline. Coach, thank you for joining us today. Once again, we were talking, just before we came on about, you and I were pretty much graduating high school when these guys were born.
Yeah.
Where'd you graduate from?
I graduated from Crestline.
You're a Crestline, so
yep, I am through and through Crestline.
Mm-hmm. College? Played football in college? Anything like that? Or what'd you do?
So my dad actually worked over at the branch, so I actually got there half off. So that was what I took it up, and I went with it.
There you go. How'd you get into coaching?
I actually started coaching. I took 1 year off after I graduated, and I got right back into it. And then got married, had a couple kids, and decided to take a few years off, and then the job opened up, and I applied. Here we are.
There you go. And 2 of your skills guys we have. First off, first junior quarterback, QB1, Cody Lawhorn. Cody, how you doing?
Good.
Good. How was practice today?
It was good.
It was good? Yeah.
Defensive day.
Defensive day, so you didn't have just thrown on the sideline?
He wasn't too busy.
Not too busy. So our second player here to start off, senior wide receiver Kieran Barnett. You play both sides of the ball, or you just you didn't have it as easily? No.
Not as easy as Cody did today, no.
What side of the ball do you like better, wide receiver or probably defensive back, safety, wherever you're playing?
Probably defense.
Yeah. Pickoffs, interceptions,
Yeah.
touchdowns, stuff like that. All right, let's get into it. You guys 1-1 on the season, a 22-7 loss to Buckeye Central, but you bounced back in a big way and knocked off Vanlue 48-6 on the road. Coach, just what can you say about that Week 2 victory?
It was good for us, obviously, with coming off of Week 1. That was disappointing for us, but, anytime you have 11, 12 penalties and 4 turnovers, you're not going to win many games. It doesn't matter who your opponent is. Credit to them, obviously. They came in with a great game plan, and they went through with it, and it did what it was supposed to do, And Week 2 for us, more about finding our own identity, and figuring out, what makes us go as a team. But, we're looking forward to the upcoming game. Put it all together.
Cody, what were you able to learn from that loss at Shelby against Buckeye Central that you were able to adjust and, get you guys for the big win in Week 2?
Stepping up in the pocket, probably.
Yeah. How was it like playing at Shelby? I know it's a new facility, like a playoff-type atmosphere for both the teams, but what would you think of the turf over there at Shelby?
Probably the best field I played on.
Yeah?
Easily, yeah.
Nice. Kieran, what did you learn from Week 1 to Week 2 that helped you get the win?
Like Coach said, we just that was a lot of heartbreak. So I just went home that weekend and soul searched a lot. I guess we just found out who we were Week 2, and found out why we wear the name on our front, not our back.
And that just leads me to my second question. Last year, you made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Had some big wins, a couple tough losses during the regular season, but you're able to slip in. I believe it was a 16 seed. But
Yes.
Just what did that do for you guys, confidence-wise? Because Crestline, you had some a lot of down years before going into last year, but to be able to just get back to the postseason, that had to be a great feeling, especially for you, who you graduated from Crestline.
Right, absolutely. Actually, the last time we had made the playoffs would have been 2005, my freshman year. So I was fortunate enough to be a part of that team. And then just, those seniors that kept it going, kept playing after 0-29. I give them all the credit in the world because I'll be honest with you, I love football more than any other sport, hands down.
Yeah.
But 0-29 in 3 seasons is tough. But for them to stick it out, get a few wins strung together, and be able to make the postseason was big. Last year it was win. This year it's got to be expect to win.
Yeah.
Take that next step.
Yeah. Cody, freshman year, you guys were still part, of the losing, but then last year, just what did you see from just your team, your coaching staff from, your freshman year, then the coaching changed the last year and seeing success?
I learned a lot more at quarterback with Hastings as my head coach than I did freshman year. And I felt after we beat Buckeye week 1, we just gave a lot more confidence and started winning more games.
Yeah, so just, the fast start just gave you guys confidence, right? Yeah. What about you, Kieran? Freshman, sophomore year was with the former regime. Coach comes in for your junior year. Things turn around. Just what did you see from the guys that stuck it out those 2 years to last year and being, rewarded with victories and then a postseason appearance?
Last year was Kieran's first year of football.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He joined.
Yeah.
No, that's
No, yeah.
right. But yeah, he actually just joined last year. When I was brought in, I had asked about him to different coaches, and they said he was a basketball guy through and through. Mm-hmm. And he came to the weight room a few times, and I probably stalked him, honestly. And I eventually got him to commit, and he hasn't looked back since.
So yeah, just tell me about that recruiting process, legally recruiting OHSA. Don't worry about it.
He went to Crestline.
Legally recruiting
In the
process.
hallway.
But just about that, and then going through that season, and I guess turning things around, not only being a basketball player but now a football player.
Well, last year I didn't really know. Well, I wasn't a part of the losing that these guys were a part of, so I never had that extra chip. But just the seniors, the drive they brought last year, every game, every practice, it was just on. And then when we beat Buckeye, like Cody said, it was just a lot of confidence for everybody around us. The town felt it, and we were just rolling from there.
Nice. All right, let's get on to our first game of the day. Since we have all the football players, I let them choose which games they wanted to play, and both sets were kind of afraid of this first game, but the skilled guys kind of got stuck with it. It's Boomers versus Zoomers. As you all know, people have watched here before. This is questions from a year of my choosing. We started with 2019 last year. We're trying to make it a little bit more easier for these players. But this year it's 2018. So 10 pop culture questions from the year 2018. Our contestants, just the players. Coach cannot help except for once. They have 3 lifelines. They can ask me for help once. They can ask Coach for help once. They can ask Peanut Gallery, including Mr. Dan Messerschmidt over there, and their 2 linemen for help as well. And I believe it was 9 out of 10 last week from Buckeye Central. So, hey, you have a chance of beating them here. Get some revenge here if you can get all 10 right. It's okay if you don't. So, without further ado, let's get into Boomers versus Zoomers. Boys, and you don't have to write it down. You can just tell me the answer.
All right.
Yeah, that's just for, some shout-outs and for our next game later on. But first question, which superhero movie based in Wakanda was released in 2018, became at that time the highest-grossing film of all time worldwide?
Black Panther.
Yeah.
Black Panther. You are right. 1 for 1. Good start. Question number 2. What song by Drake spent 10 consecutive weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts in 2018? The music video was him handing out just money to people.
Oh, what's that song called? I can't even think.
Your linemen are pointing at themselves. So maybe you can
All right,
use
bro.
linemen. God's
Oh,
plan.
you're so right. I
Yes.
couldn't remember that.
The linemen come up big once again for the skill positions, blocking. They gave you enough time to get that point. 2 for 2. You can now only ask Coach for a lifeline or me. Number 3, another music question. Who won the 2018 Grammy Award for Album of the Year with their album 24K Magic?
Oh, that's Bruno Mars.
That
right?
is Bruno Mars. 3 for 3. Nicely done. Question number 4. Which popular video game known for its Battle Royale mode continued its dominance in 2018 with updates and collaborations, including a crossover with Marvel's Avengers?
Fortnite.
That is Fortnite.
Cody lives on Fortnite.
See, that's a good thing. If you were going to ask me for a hint, I would have given you put the screen on me, Mr. Thompson, the good old that. You probably got it right. So thankfully, I didn't have to do it too long for you. Question number 5. Which 2018 movie directed by John Krasinski about a family trying to survive in a world overrun by alien creatures who hunt by sound became a surprise hit at the box office?
I got no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
Does Coach know?
Do you know?
Well, I have the answer in front of me, so I can give you a hint. You want
we
you want
need
right
that.
behind?
Yeah,
Okay.
we definitely need that.
Okay, A, not loud, but
Silent.
or starts with the Q.
Quiet.
A quiet.
Place.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got it. A
Yeah,
Quiet
I've
Place.
seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I seen
That's
it.
good.
I never
Hey,
watched it, but I seen it.
you got the hint. You got it right. You're 5 for 5. You still have one more hint, which will be coach. Now we're moving to sports. In 2018, which NFL quarterback led the Philadelphia Eagles to their first ever Super Bowl victory over the New England Patriots? That was the Philly year.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I didn't tune into football back then.
Foles.
They asked him. It is Nick Foles.
You're out.
No more lifelines. You have
Here we go.
four
All right, here we go.
more questions left. But you're on track. You're perfect so far. 6 for 6. A baseball question. Who won the 2018 World Series, defeating the Los Angeles Dodgers in 5 games?
Trying to think of good teams.
I don't even watch baseball.
Me neither. What team should we just say?
The Red Sox.
You're right. It was the Boston Red Sox. Yes. They knocked out the Dodgers in 5
I
games.
didn't know that.
Oh.
3 left. You only need 2 to tie Buckeye Central for the lead. This one may be a little bit easier. Which NBA team won the 2018 NBA championship, securing their 3rd title in 4 years?
Oh, the Warriors.
There you go. Who'd they beat?
The Cavs.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Okay, you just need one of the next 2 to tie. You get both of them, you're in the lead. Which 2018 Netflix series, based on the works of the Duffer Brothers, focused on a group of teenagers fighting an evil force in the 1980s? Your linemen know, but you can't ask them.
Wait, what was the question?
Okay, which 2018 Netflix series? Very, very popular. It's actually releasing its final season on, I think, Thanksgiving, the first couple episodes, based on the works of the Duffer Brothers, focused on a group of preteen and now teenagers fighting an evil force in the 1980s.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. You are right. You have tied Buckeye Central for the lead. Stranger Things. Cannot wait. I'm actually rewatching it right now to get ready for
I did it last month.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get into 2 days.
such a good show.
Oh,
You know what?
it's
I
great.
didn't watch it until we went on vacation. It was
watch it?
before the last episode came out for the last season with my family. I was on a 1-week vacation to Florida, and they're like, "You got to watch it. You got to watch it. You can watch it with us." I started watching it. I binged the whole thing in a week to watch the end. It was so good. You just
It
get
is good.
caught. You
Yeah.
get hooked.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot wait for it to come out. Shout out. It's a tease. Trying to, Here we go. For the lead, you have tied for the lead. You will be at the top of the charts with Buckeye Central here, but can you be perfect? We'll find out right here. Which iconic pop group reunited for a world tour in 2018, celebrating the 20th anniversary of their debut? Tell me why.
Tell me why.
He knows the song.
Oh,
That was pretty good, Kieran.
Backstreet Boys.
You got it. Bam. He got 10 for 10. Crestline are now the leaders. They knock off Buckeye Central from the ranks after 2 weeks. Congratulations. Well done. 10 for 10. The Backstreet Boys, you probably were thinking it was either Backstreet Boys or NSYNC,
Hey,
right?
the
You
Red-
got it.
the Red
Red
Sox,
Sox.
that was
you
impressive.
pulled that out of nowhere. It was like as a Hail Mary with
I probably would've said
5
the
rushers on you and
Astros.
yeah,
just
that's what
came
I
into
was
the
going
hands
to
of
say.
you.
The Astros.
Well done. Congratulations, boys. There you go. A little bit. It's a little revenge on Buckeye Central because it was the football team that got 9 out of 10. So there you go. Let's get back to some questioning. Boys, you got to play a special scrimmage. The old field got shut down after that game. Could not sit in the bleachers or anything, but fans I heard came out with their lawn chairs and stuff. But just what was it like playing I know it's a scrimmage, but what was it like playing on a field that had so many great memories throughout the years? Championship teams, your coach played on it, playoff teams, things like that. Just what was it like playing on that field one final time?
I thought it was a great experience being able to play on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just because of culture and stuff. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
It was more of just it was an honor,
Mm-hmm.
to say the least. We have coaches, like you said, coaches that have been out there on that field before. And everybody, you could tell the community wanted it. It was packed.
Mhm.
It was like a game. it was just big for the community, and everybody was hyped for it, and you could tell about it.
Yeah. Coach, you played on that field,
did,
and
yeah.
just to be able to coach the final, game on there and just show your boys, what it was like playing Crestline football back in the day. Just what was that like?
Like I told them, I said, you're fortunate enough to be able to play on this field one more time. It had been, 11, 12 years since a high school team had played on it. We do have a youth team, actually, a 5th and 6th grade team that plays there every Sunday.
That's
so
great.
It does get
Yeah.
used, but as far as Crestline High School playing on it, that was awesome. I actually coached the last game that was played there, and then obviously I was fortunate enough to be here for this one. So it was good.
It's awesome. All right, boys, we'll get one more question in here before we get into the same page and then let you guys go eat pizza for the linemen. But just you're 1-1. You go up against an 0-2 Mapleton squad that got blown out in week 1 by Loudonville, and then a tough loss to Wellington. But first, what have you seen defensively, Cody, that you can maybe take advantage of to get points up on the board against them?
They run cover 0.
Mm-hmm.
So probably short routes would be their corners play back a little bit.
Yeah. What will you have to do to be successful against them?
Just get my reads right and block good up front.
Mm-hmm. Kieran, on both sides of the ball, wide receiver, going against the defensive backs and then facing their wide receivers. What have you seen from them that you can, maybe take advantage of, or that you guys can do to be successful?
Like Cody said, they sit really far back, so the short route should be there. We got to bring the ball in, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Athletically, I don't think they could really match up with us too well. So just being dominant, playing every snap, every play to the whistle. That's the big goal this week.
Mm-hmm. Coach?
Shadowing off what they kind of said, it's going to be their home opener. They're 0-2. They're hungry for a win, and we got to go in and play ball. Put our foot on their throat and don't let up until the clock's at 0. So that's the goal, and that's what we're going to do.
All right. Before we get you guys out of here to switch and take the easy seat while you watch your lineman answer some questions for me, we're going to play on the same page. So this is what we're going to do. You guys have your whiteboards in front of you, Coach, as well. I'm going to ask Coach 5 questions. He has to give me his answer. You guys try and match his answer. If you do, you get a point. Whoever has the most points at the end, you get nothing, but you get bragging rights saying, hey, I know Coach better than him. So,
Are we doing this one question at a time?
Yes, we are. Yes, one question at a time. We'll let you write it down.
Sure.
Boys will show them first. Coach, you'll show it, and then we will move on. So, first question. What song would be Coach's theme song? Like, he walks onto the field and this just starts playing. What would his theme song be? Yes. Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Kind of used this question last week with Buckeye Central Cross Country, but what their training song would be. And there's actually some good songs, so we'll see if we can replicate that here.
There's no way.
Surprisingly, Coach, that song was used
Was it?
last week too, and it's yeah.
They won't get it. There's no.
Adam's favorite song, Pink Pony Club, thanks to his daughter and his fiance, or drilled into his brain. All right. Boys, first, turn your thing around. Not like us. Not both of them. Not like us. It's not like what Coach said, though. It's
I
thunderstruck.
went old school on you guys. No, I'll tell you what, though. That was debated. I promise.
Yeah.
So they weren't full.
All right. Still tied though. Now we know what song. He starts walking out there. Somebody has a boombox. There you go. Play that as he walks out. He'll be happy.
Listen, fellas, that's from the olden days.
That's-
That's what got you fired up back in the day.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. All right. Second question. One word to best describe this team. Oh, and by the way, since you guys got it wrong, Coach gets the point. That's the new thing this year. So if Coach gets 3 right, he beats you guys, and then he can gloat saying, you guys don't know nothing about me. You got to learn. Maybe they have to run or something. I don't know.
Extra sprints.
Extra sprints. All right. Whenever you're ready, boys, turn over. Determined family. Coach, quick. I like all the answers, though. Those are some good answers, but Coach has a 2-0 lead. But what do you think about those answers, though?
I love it. Honestly, we break down the family almost every practice when we break our huddle out, so I love it. Awesome. I was thinking physically like our team. We're quick. I mean, we have speed.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, now they're going to get on the same page with you. Yeah. Question 3. Coach's favorite slogan or saying. Something you hear from him all the time.
Make sure that's PG.
Yes.
Kidding.
And if the boys get it wrong, Coach clinches, but then we'll see we'll still finish out to see what the boys can do about it. But got to change. We're good. All right, boys, turn them over. Don't hit the QB. What are we doing? Got me. You got me?
Got me.
Don't hit the quarterback.
That
Red
is-
jersey.
Yeah, stay off his arm.
Yes.
Got to stress that.
Have you seen The Replacements, the movie?
Absolutely.
Yes, you did.
Oh, yeah.
Red,
like
stop.
A bull, like a
Yeah,
bull.
yeah.
Oh,
I think
Classic.
Great
Classic.
movie.
Yep.
You guys need to watch it. It's a good movie.
I'm sure you haven't watched it.
Yeah.
right?
No.
Well, Coach has clinched the victory, but we're still going to play the next two to see if any of the boys can get ahead and finish second. The next one, what is Coach's favorite dessert? Do you have a, or you can say none if you don't like dessert.
Nah, I'm not a big sweets guy.
You're not a big sweet. Okay,
No.
we'll do this then. It'll say dessert on here, but we're going to change it up. What's Coach's favorite dinner? Like favorite, like if he likes steak or ribs or chicken, something that you think he likes. And all the parents out there, this is going to be a big helper too. Maybe, rewarding Coach, first playoff appearance in 05, since 05, about 20 years. Maybe, bring him a nice little platter of what he likes. Appreciate you for changing that too on the fly, Mr. Thompson. Coach's favorite dinner.
This is embarrassing, but I'm going to say it anyways.
Oh, that's my go-to though.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you.
Anything, yeah.
What's your tapping on my shoulder for?
You guys trying to talk it out and put the same answer?
You don't want to get the same answer. You're
Right.
trying to beat him now too. So
Yeah, I remember you talking about it at the weight room one day.
I do not at all. I'm sure I like
You might get lucky and guess.
okay, boys, turn them over. We got a point. Cody's on the
You
board.
said I heard you talking about it at the weight room. Good spot.
Favorite thing from Taco Bell? Favorite meals?
So, believe it or not, the spicy potato soft tacos.
I eat that all the time.
Get extra sauce.
Okay,
That's
extra
a game
spice.
changer.
I do the cheese. Yeah. Also, Pizza Hut is with Taco Bell,
yeah,
so
so
thank
we're
them. The cheesy beef burrito.
I'll have to try it. Extra
It's
anything.
on that little it's
value
on
menu.
The value
Yeah.
menu. Yeah, that, and then sometimes I'll do a
Quesadilla
Gordita crunch.
Quesadillas.
Quesadillas.
Every once in a while. Extra sauce with those two.
Baja Blast though.
Zero, Baja Blast, zero.
Baja
but
Blast,
yes,
zero.
Baja
Zero.
Blast.
Okay,
Yeah.
you gotta keep- see, unlike you, I don't keep the figures, so I just go with the regular Baja Blast. All right, last question. Kieran, maybe you can tie for second.
I gotta get one.
Coach's favorite drill. What is Coach's favorite drill out on the field? The linemen are laughing. I'll let you guys guess once they're done.
See, this is easy for you. You be with them all practice.
Not all practice.
I gotta think for this one.
See, my coach back in the early 2000s would have said buffalo chips. That's literally, it's like bear crawls and other things like that, running and it's 200-yard bear crawls too. We only had 11 players. We were actually on a 32-game losing streak. It was 22 going in my freshman year. We went 0-10, and then we started winning. But if you, like you said, keeping at it, like we had players that just kept with it, and in 2010 we actually went undefeated, won our conference, and came within 30 seconds of playing for a state championship. So,
Wow.
but it's those teams that
Athletes,
keep
right,
it going. You know
right.
what I mean? That
And don't throw in the towel.
that don't throw in the towel. That
Absolutely.
we were
Man, I'm struggling with this
we
one.
were
I just guessed.
days away from even losing our team. So
This
yeah,
is not even a drill, but I'm going to do it anyways.
okay. Maybe they know. All right, boys, turn yours over. Hold on, linemen. What were your guesses? They would have get 4 on the same page. Coach with 3, Cody with 1, Kieran with 0. But that's okay. Now you know more about Coach. Coach is 4. Yeah, that's right. That's right. The last one's Coach. So 4-1 to 0. But now you know more about Coach, and
Taco
he knows
Bell.
a little bit more.
Taco
Taco Bell. Anybody, you just pick up some Taco Bell for Coach.
Feeling
Baja
bad
Blast
mood.
0. Baja Blast 0. Now, before I do let you go, just to the boys, since you'll be here sticking with us. But boys, if you want to give any shout-outs to anybody, thank whoever, say hello to anybody, just looking at the camera. Cody first,
Nobody
looking
make
at that camera right there, and give anybody a shout-out that you like.
You guys not have girlfriends?
Girlfriends, mom,
You can
dad,
you can give
sister,
Addie a
brother,
shout-out,
anybody,
dude.
anybody.
You first.
Yeah,
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Addie.
There you go.
there you go. All right, Kieran.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. That's it.
Gotta love the mom and dad, though. At least get mom and dad out there. There you go. All right, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, the big men, the linemen, will be in here talking with us. It's a Crestline Football Wednesday here on the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Pizza Hut of Bucyrus and Galion. We'll be back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with a kick return touchdown.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
back here on the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Pizza Hut of Bucyrus and Galion. It's a football day here for the Crestline Bulldogs as we welcome back in head coach Hastings Robinette. He just had so much fun in the first half. He decided to stay. Thank you. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, now, have you learned a little bit more about your skill guys that don't know much about you except for Taco Bell?
Yeah, for sure. Now they know what my favorite food is and a few other things. Yeah, so learn a little bit more.
Now it's time for what we like to call the big uglies, the linemen that protect those skill guys out there. Let's first welcome in Brett Cheney, senior defensive tackle and offensive lineman. Brett, when did you decide to play football, and why did you want to play football?
I started playing 5th grade, I think, because I had flag football 4th grade year, and my dad wouldn't let me play.
If you have the chance, would you want to play football in college? You have the build.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I would 100% want to play in college.
There we go. Any coaches watching? I know a lot of you watch the OH report. This guy looks like
He's got a 4.0 GPA, too.
4.0 GPA. He's big. He seems like a worker, too. Yeah, might want to get on the phone to call him for the senior. And as well, want to welcome in Crew Gaskill, junior center. What do you like about playing center? You start the offense every single play.
Just getting started off and just getting my blocks down. And then, make sure my snaps are good so the quarterback can get it in time, get it to the skill guys.
Yeah. Coach, we were talking in between. I said, we had so small numbers that I was on the offensive line at 5'6", 160 pounds, but you have a lineman here in Brett. Just how nice is it being able to, like you told me, depending on what the speed of the defensive end is, you can actually place him on, different parts of the offensive line. But having somebody like that you can run behind, that's got to be a gift.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, how many 6'5", 320-pound guys do you know? You know what I mean? Especially
I know one now.
Right.
I know one now. Yes.
Right. Absolutely. Brett's a constant. He shows up every day. He puts the work in, and more importantly, he does what he's supposed to do in the classroom.
Yeah.
So that's huge.
Yeah. I asked you about, why you started to play football, but what do you love about playing high school football and being a lineman, just being able to push guys around?
Just having family.
Yeah.
Best part about it, having all the teammates. Big part.
There we go. Crew, what's your favorite part about being on the line? You're also a D tackle too, but do you like center or D tackle better?
D tackle.
Yeah. Make some big plays.
Tried to.
Get in the backfield. Hey, that's what it's all about. What did you guys learn from that Buckeye Central game that you were able to take into the win against Van Loo? I'll ask you first, Crew.
Offensive wise, mainly just picking up blitz a lot better, moving my feet, especially on run plays. I did pretty bad at that. And then defense, just stop absorbing too much contact.
Tackle.
Yeah.
What about you, Brett?
On them sweeps, I got beat on almost every sweep on offense. Defense, I didn't play first half. Played the second half. We switched our defense halfway through. Liked it. 4-man front.
Yeah. And is that something that really clicked for you in the second half that you were able to use against Van Loo? Because you guys you held them to 6 points. You blew them out in this game, running clock. But was that something that, it was like a light bulb went off where you guys made that defensive change?
We ran 4-man last year, so it was definitely a lot easier on the brain.
Yeah. Is that something, too, for you guys coaching? Let's make this change. And it seemed like it worked because it was blank. It was a blank second half against Buckeye Central.
Absolutely. We went to a 3-man front with the idea of, we have more at this point depth at our skill spots and our athlete spots. Sorry, fellas. So our thought was putting those guys on the field and using our speed, but we're a 4-man team. So why fight it,
Yeah, right. Crew, you played your freshman year. You didn't play last year on the playoff team. Brett, you did. So I'll ask this for you, Brett. This is your 4th year playing football?
Yep.
So we went through the last coaching regime, the losing, but then last year, just how rewarding, how fulfilling was it to get those wins and then to make it, to week 11 for the first time since 2005?
Felt nice. Going 0-20 my freshman and sophomore year. Hoping we'd finally get out of it, and new coaching staff definitely helped.
Yeah. And Crew, was that a little bit of a reason for you to come back to play your junior year after playing your freshman year?
That, and I had made a promise to Cody because they had some trouble last year at center. So.
It took it. I think we used 3 to 4 different centers last
Yeah.
year. So him coming out, it's been great for us because we haven't had to worry about. I mean, at the first, I would say 2 scrimmages, first game even, it was just like, we go get the ball back to the quarterback. You know, I think we went through 3 or 4 different guys, Brett being one of them. But having him come out, we haven't had to worry about it. So that's been great.
That's good. That's all, and that's another thing that you're just winning can do is get people more invested in in the team and coming back out. What did you notice going through that season, just walking around the community of Crestline? Did it seem like people were more pepped up?
They were
more
way
pumped
more
up?
into it.
Yeah.
Way more fans. It was nice.
Yeah, you have any stories about just maybe walking down the street and people let's go or anything like that?
Yeah, everybody. After hearing us win that first game, everybody was hyped. Whole town of Crestline.
Yeah. What have you seen out of this coaching staff? Like I said, you played your freshman year, different coaching staff, but what about this staff has hyped you guys up?
Just understanding injuries and hurts and everything. Freshman year, it felt like we'd always have to sacrifice ourselves 24/7, and it kind of really sucked for me. And then just coming out and having a good staff and letting you play what you like, and not being forced to play something you don't like.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to force you to play a game here now as we get to our first game of 2 for you guys. It's called 10 Spin. You guys picked this. Like I said, you guys got to pick all 4. They decided to let you choose, so you choose 10 Spin first. What we're going to do, I have a random number generator. It's going to pop up to this side, or that side. There it is, as you see it on the screen. It's just going to go through 1 through 10. This is definitely not a question about lunch because some of us didn't even eat lunch. So I'll start with Coach. You guys will go through 3 times, or maybe 1 question left that I may just ask all of you. But whenever you're ready, Coach, you say stop, and then I will ask you the question that is according to that number. So whenever you're ready, Coach, say stop.
Stop.
Stop on number 8. Oh, here's a good question. With the NFL season kicking off tomorrow, let's go.
Can't wait.
Hopefully my fantasy teams do better than last place.
See you there.
Any of you follow me on Facebook, you'll see why. Anyway, but who's going to play in the Super Bowl?
Oh, Super Bowl. I think Philly's going back, barring any injuries.
Well, then you have to say it's an all-Pennsylvania Super Bowl in Pittsburgh, Philly, right?
Right? He's one of those guys.
I'm
No,
from the
kidding.
Pittsburgh area. So
He's one of those guys.
So is their producer, Adam Thompson, too. But no, who do you think is going to be on the AFC team side?
AFC side of it, I think will be a little more wide open. But you know what? I don't want to say the Chiefs.
How about a quarterback that just got recently married to an actress and his squad up in northern New York? Buffalo Bills? No?
I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
Ugh, why? Are you a Bengals fan?
No, I'm a Browns fan.
You're a Browns
But I
fan.
can't
Ugh.
say the Browns. That would be a total
Yeah, I don't want that. No.
total off the wall if I
They
said
don't-
the Browns.
their defense is still in shambles.
It's rough,
you know?
but-
the offense can put up numbers though.
if
but,
they
you
can
know,
outscore them, I mean,
yeah,
I know defense wins championships.
Yeah.
but That's what I'll go
That's
with.
true. Okay,
I'll
a
go-
lot of people like the. That's our. Watch the Browns go out and beat them in week 1.
I hope
though.
so. You know what? I
They'll
wouldn't
just
surprise
put
me.
them through.
They play
Yeah.
the Browns.
The Browns play
terribly
it.
bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every year. I think Burrow's won 1 game. I think he's 1-4 against the Browns.
Yeah, that was last year
Yep.
when Watson went out hurt.
Yep.
All right, anyway, we're going to move on. I get this let's go motion because we're talking way too much in between. Brett, whenever you're ready, say stop.
Stop.
Number 1. Oh, you like this question. There's an eating contest. What food could you eat in bulk to win an eating contest with?
Cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburger eating contest. Nice.
Hey, funny
I
story.
tried a hot dog.
He did a hot dog eating contest last year. It did not go well. I'm like, who am I going to pick? I'm like, Brett, obviously.
Did the
I hate
bread
hot
get you?
dogs.
Did the bread get you?
I
Or just
just don't
They did.
like
They
hot
did.
dogs.
It was Skyline.
Chili
So they
dogs.
did chili, and
Oh,
the chili.
I don't like
got- the
chili
chili
either.
got him.
Another
He
bad
did
thing
well.
about Cincinnati is Skyline Chili. We're not going to get into that. Cheeseburger, like any type of cheeseburger, or just
Just a plain old cheeseburger would be the easiest.
All right. Any fans out there want to reward him with food? Make him some cheeseburgers. All right, crew. Whenever you're ready, say stop. Your first time today.
Stop.
The team we must defeat this season is
Lucas.
Lucas. Okay. I like that. Mid-Buckeye Conference rivals for one more year.
Yeah.
Lucas Cubs. Okay. Coach, your second time around.
All right.
Whenever you're ready.
Stop. Oh, good. He laughed. This is going to be a good one.
Well, actually, I can't. Well, yeah. Do it. Yeah. You got to give me your best impression of Coach. So when you were in high school, tell me who your coach was and give me your best impression of him.
Oh, man. Coach DePietro, fortunately enough, was my coach, actually. Hey, Byrie on.
Give us a Byrie. Give us a Tim Byrie impression.
Byrie was on the staff. I love
give
Byrie.
me a Tim Byrie impression from.
You know what?
WBCO.
He was only my freshman year. So
if you got a good impression of him,
no. How could I do
Dan
it?
Messerschmidt is cracking up in the background right now.
Coach DePietro, rest in peace. Man, his aren't very PG rated either, especially for that time. Oh dear. I want to see one of them guys do me. How about that?
That's fine.
Let's switch that.
Pick one.
Brett.
Remember, PG.
Yeah.
But keep at it.
I don't even know.
Now,
Listen, I'll go to Cody if I have to.
I don't know. Have
I
Cody
coach
do
him
it.
into. Cody, do one. Act like me. Something I would do. Stand up and do it.
You gotta get in here.
You
gotta come over here.
You gotta be legit with it. You just threw it. Somebody was wide open and you didn't hit him on a pass.
You underthrew him and it was a pick.
What do I say?
Switch.
You actually no. Come over here. Sit down in my seat. Sit in my seat. Mouth up to the microphone and give us.
You gotta be legit, emotions and all.
Want to make a bad read?
No, like when there's somebody wide open and you throw it to a guy that has double coverage.
You're probably like,
You do the yelling and everything. It's fine. Go ahead.
I just
Then do it.
yeah, he's wide open. He's wide open.
A little more to it, but we'll go with that.
Thank you.
It's more of a what are you doing?
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
See, he's respecting his coach too. He's
I
not
appreciate
actually,
it, buddy. I appreciate it.
QB1, trying to
Yep.
stay QB1.
Not
you know?
be QB none, right?
Yeah, not be QB none. All right, Brett, your second time around. Whenever you're ready, say stop.
Stop.
You got your playlist on your iPhone or your Zoom, whatever the thing is. What is the most played song on your playlist? You don't even know what a Zoom is, but that was a joke for Adam. But anyway, your iPhone, whatever, your AirPods, whatever I like to call them. But what's the most played song on your playlist?
Does it have to be PG?
Don't.
Well,
Well, if the song title itself.
No,
isn't-
no.
Oh no, it doesn't have to be PG.
No,
They're not going to listen.
Got to
to
do
it.
legendary.
Okay,
Rio.
Okay. Legendary. All right. Anybody, it's on iTunes. Download it now if you like that type of music. Anyway,
It's not PG.
Crew. It's not
apparently.
PG, too, so yeah. Crew, whenever you're ready.
Stop.
The drill you least look forward to at practice. In which coach will make you do more of on tomorrow. Or Monday because you have walkthrough tomorrow.
I don't really mind the running. I would probably say like offensive endy and stretching. It takes forever.
Don't be like
I don't
Booby
like it.
Miles where you don't
Yeah.
stretch and you tear an ACL. So,
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know. Whenever I get on the field, I just feel good and I'm just ready to go.
You're just ready. You just want to
Yeah,
get out there.
I'm
I
ready to
understand
go.
what you mean. You got that adrenaline running, but you still need to stretch.
Yeah, you do.
Stretch out those limbs, especially as you get older like me. You need to, or you're going to be on the couch for 3 days straight. But let's not get into that. All right, last time around, Coach. Whenever you're ready, say stop.
Stop. Oh, here we
Yes.
go again.
Your most embarrassing moment on the field. It could be coaching or it could be playing.
Let's see.
Yeah, there's challenge flags.
They
that
weren't
usually-
around. They probably weren't even born for this. To be
Okay,
honest,
this
with
was
you.
playing days. Yes, playing days.
So we were actually, we were playing Bucyrus at Old Hudson Stadium, and I think it was third quarter. Our quarterback went down. I was the backup quarterback, so I went in or whatever. I was at tight end, went to quarterback. I actually full on vomited on the entire huddle the whole lineman up front. Their cleats.
So again, like the movie The Replacements, you actually yacked in the huddle.
100%.
Wow.
I was telling the play and just all over their cleats. It was awful. At the time, I didn't care about it because.
Do you remember that drive though? Did you guys?
I don't think we scored.
If you would have. Yeah, do you remember what you had for lunch?
No, that one doesn't. That one escapes me.
No.
I definitely, it was bad for sure.
I mean, if you would have scored, you could have probably been like every time you get in here, now you got to yak, so you get right.
Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing.
Okay, that is an embarrassing moment. Thank you for telling us, Coach.
absolutely.
Appreciate that.
Gotcha.
You could probably go back and like outline the spot on the field now. That's
it was probably the 30, 40, 35 going towards the scoreboard. That's how much I remember that.
There we go. Yeah, that's a moment to remember.
Yeah, right.
All right, Brett, your last time around. Whenever you're ready.
Stop.
One team that is not on the schedule right now that you would like to play.
Probably Matthews again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
All right. Let me take a look at this. Matthews. It wasn't last year. Oh, yeah, it was 55-12 victory. It was your second win of the season. All right.
Yeah.
I can see that. All right. Crew, whenever you're ready, your last time.
Stop.
Do you know these schools' alma mater?
The what?
The alma mater? Your
No.
school's fight song?
No, I don't think I do.
So, funny story for you. And
Please.
so, after games, we go over in front of the band and sing the alma mater. I don't think one of us, including myself, actually sings the alma mater. We just mumble and kind of go back and forth. And that's just being 100% honest with you. It is 100% true. Yeah, we literally put it, and you know what? The band instructor's like, listen. Yeah.
Do you guys know the tune to the?
I don't even
you
mumble.
hum-
I just listen.
The fight song? You don't know
You can't hum the fight song though. You're like,
Not really.
It's Ohio State's fight song.
Oh.
It's the same fight song.
I didn't even notice.
Apologize. Cody, Kieran, either of you guys got it? Go ahead and come in and mumble.
Come here. Come sit in my seat. Come mumble it. Okay, so whoever's at Crestline, if you guys in the band department, the music department want to actually... There's the caution flag. Next, okay, so you guys have 1 year.
Yeah.
1 year to get back up here. But anybody in the band department want to actually come out to practice before or after and teach these guys the darn words?
We probably should have
Probably would
They
help.
tried to practice
season before that,
my
right.
freshman year, and
Didn't go well?
no. We practiced it. We knew half of it, and then we never did it. So
No, that's...
When the head coach doesn't know, that's sad as well, but it's all right.
All right, we did our last question. I'm going to ask all three of you, but it was number 9. It was, what's your biggest pet peeve?
Laziness
Okay.
is my biggest pet peeve. Like we were talking today, even, JV played yesterday, and effort. I can handle losing games if 110% effort and you just get outplayed. I can handle that. I can't handle half effort.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts. It's not hard to put in effort.
Okay.
It's not.
Brett, what's your biggest pet peeve?
probably people smelling bad.
Take a shower,
Just
people.
gonna
You
be
have
honest.
soap. It's cheap. You have water. Just jump in jump some waterway or something like that. Here you go. Thank you. Crew?
I was gonna say kind of the same thing. Just just take care of yourself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, nothing does beat a football locker room through week 5 when the pads just smell absolutely atrocious.
Well, and then you get some of these guys that don't wash their practice jerseys for weeks at a time. It's like, man, you guys are going to give us staff and everything else. Wash your stuff.
Parker last year.
Oh.
PSA, folks, right there from Coach.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, a couple more questions before we get to WTF and then get out of here. But I asked Coach earlier, but your thoughts on Mapleton. What have you seen, especially on the defensive line, Brett, that you can, you guys can block and get a running game going?
They're very run heavy.
Yeah.
They're very run heavy. Try to run it up the middle. Just got to stop the middle. Don't let them push me around.
Yeah.
And then get them into passing where they're uncomfortable. They don't like passing very much.
Is that something maybe you're going to stack the box a little bit more? Maybe show a 5 front, or you're going to keep it 4?
It'll be a 4 front, but it'll be a little tweak.
Yeah, a little tweak. Yeah.
A little tweak.
We're not going to give it. We're not giving anything away.
4.5,
but we're just-
4.5, maybe.
4.5, maybe. Yeah. What about you, Crew? What did you see in film? And your preparation that you guys think you can take advantage of without giving a lot away,
Yeah.
but
Taking on a lot of double teams for sure, and then making sure our linebackers take up their gaps.
Gap responsibility is big this week.
Yeah.
yes. And if I remember Mapleton when they played Northmore last couple of years, they did have that misdirection.
The
wing tee.
Yeah, they run
yes,
the wing tee.
Lucas, you'll see that with
Yeah.
Lucas as well.
100%.
But yeah, with the wing tee and things like that, they're gonna hand it one way, then come back your way. So you can't
Man
get
your
fooled.
gap.
You cannot get fooled.
Can't over pursue.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I like that. Okay, I got 2 linemen here. Like, what's the best way to prepare in the off season to be a lineman, to be physical, things like that? Not only eating, because you want to be big. Like that was
Be in the weight room.
be in the weight room. What are some lifting techniques that really can help a lineman out?
I don't know. Just do what you're told.
We
Do
got
what's
him,
on the board.
We got him hitting a lot of power cleans this off season, and Brett actually got up to 250 on power clean.
Yeah, 250.
It's pretty solid.
You can power clean me. Like that's yeah.
I definitely needed to be in the weight room during basketball too, which I was not last year.
Well, now hey, you never they can help you.
Yeah.
How important is conditioning, Crew, for you guys? I mean, you gotta be big, but still, you have to be mobile too, especially in this day of age with the offenses that run.
I think definitely the O-line and defensive line need to go 110% every single time. Stay conditioned, and then need to be able to rotate guys, obviously, just in case.
Yeah.
But conditioning for sure for me too. I like to take that all the way.
Yeah. Coach, you and I both played in the early 2000s, but a lot has changed. Like I said,
Absolutely.
in between
Oh,
during the commercial
100%.
break, I was
Yeah.
like I said, I was a lineman. But I was doing a lot of cutting. You're not allowed to dive into
Right,
anybody's
right,
knees anymore.
right.
Just how has the game changed since you and I played to now?
I mean, honestly, for the most part, and I know there's obviously different scenarios, but so much more passing now than there was. With the RPO offenses, and
Thank
even-
you, Pat White.
Yeah, right. So I mean, obviously, you have to evolve with the game. Honestly, if I didn't coach right out of high school, I don't know if I would have kept up. you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
It especially being just the average fan, bystander, whatever. You don't even notice why you're watching it if you're not.
Yeah.
It's a totally different game, really, truly. It's evolved even in the last 15, 20 years.
Yeah. Final question before we get to WTF. Brett, you got a taste of the postseason last year. You guys 4-5 going into that. 1, what's it going to take to get back there? But 2, what's it going to take to get to 500 for the first time in a while as well to get yourselves, maybe lined up to getting back in there?
We just can't beat ourselves. We beat ourselves week 1. Can't beat ourselves the rest.
Crew, last year, 2-score difference against St. Thomas Aquinas in a loss. A couple other games that got the Shaw game was a close one as well that could have changed some things. But coming back after your freshman year, you didn't get that taste of the playoffs, so that you're probably chomping at the bit a little bit more. But what do you think needs to happen these last 7 weeks, or these last 8 weeks, I should say? To get you guys back into week 11 and getting that extra week of practice, that extra game for these next guys, and maybe getting your first playoff victory in forever.
Yeah, definitely what Brett said too, and then also mainly just sticking together, staying as a family, and make sure we're talking. We ain't been really doing that a lot, and I feel like that's one of the main reasons why we lost week 1 too, just not talking.
What's the good thing? It was only week 1. You still had 9 more chances. You're 1 for 1 after that in week number 2 with the victory. All right, it's time for WTF. Weird, true, and false, folks, not the other thing that you think. We're going to go around the room. I gave Coach the choice to which 3 categories which each person got. And the 3 categories today, the history of Crestline, Bulldogs, and slang. Now, looking at Adam Thompson, we're going to start with Coach. So we're going to start with you. You have 5 true and false questions on the history of Crestline. So let us get rolling with this. Crestline started as a railroad town in 1850. True or false?
True.
That is true. And a friend of ours, Jeff Stump, who was also a Crestline graduate.
Jeff. He was
big.
He was WFD at one point, right?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Scored some more.
Oh, yeah. He big railroad fan, so he always told us about the railroads and the things in Crestline. So yes, that's 1 for 1. Question number 2. Crestline was named for its high elevation and watershed location.
Also true.
That is also true. 2 for 2. Question number 3. Abraham Lincoln's funeral train stopped in Crestline.
Also true.
That is also true. Did not know that.
Yeah, I actually did know that, believe it.
How about that? That's crazy. Question number 4. Crestline is located only in one county.
I'm trying to think where our corporation limit ends and where Richland County, because we do have a county line. That's false.
That is correct. You're in Richland and Crawford County.
Yeah. As I say, I was trying to think of where Dollar General is where it turns to Richland.
And the last question for you. You're 4 for 4. Great start. Crestline's big railroad roundhouse is still fully operational today.
False. They tore it down.
That is correct. 5 for 5. Coach knows his Crestline.
Born and raised.
From
Born and
Crestline.
raised.
Born
Yeah,
and raised.
yeah.
You're 5 for 5. I believe Buckeye Central was 14 of 15.
You guys
So
better not let
you're
us
off to a
down.
good start. You're 5 for 5. All right, we're going to go to Brett, who your true or false questions are about just Bulldogs in general. Bulldogs, your mascot. You don't know the fight song, but hopefully you know at least about your mascot. First question. Bulldogs were originally bred to fight bulls in a sport called bull baiting.
True.
That is true. I did not know about that, but that is true. So here we go. And actually, you have the modern day slang questions that were up there first. So folks know what the answer is for it, but so we'll start over here, crew. If someone calls you an NPC, they're joking that you act like a video game background character without much personality. True or false?
True.
That is true. There you go. 1 for 1 on that one. Number 2. Saying something is Riz means it's boring and totally uncool.
False.
That is false. What does it mean?
Just like kind of like trying to pick up a girl, pretty much.
Thank you for teaching me that, because I do not know.
The slang I learned after I
I bet.
started coaching again
Yeah.
last year, stuff is out of this world.
I always joke where I say that's fire, and they're like, no, that's outdated too. I'm like, really? It wasn't-
some of the
wasn't said,
things
like last
I had to
year? No.
Google a lot of the things they would say. I'm like, man, what is that? And I look, I'm like, what?
2 for 2. All right. If someone says it's giving, they're describing the overall vibe or energy of something. True or false?
True.
Yeah, it's true. I probably give true. Yeah, that's what it is. I know none of these, so it's giving. Actually, know the last one because I'm reading ahead. But yeah, not this next one, but the last one I actually do know. But you're reading it up on there, folks. But Gayat became popular online as an exaggerated shout used in reaction to someone's appearance. True or false?
True.
Yes, I don't. Yeah. Never been used by me, never will be used by me, but it is true. Whatever. All right, last one. The one I know, you're 4 for 4 so far. The phrase no cap means I'm definitely lying. False or true? Or true or false?
True.
It is true. It's not. It's false.
False.
It's false.
Well, I
No
guess
cap.
if-
No
you
cap.
I got-
yourself up.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got reversed on it.
No cap.
Blew it.
And I actually accidentally gave it away there by saying false first, but you didn't catch on to that, did you? 4 or 5. So, Brett, if you go 5 for 5, you will tie the Bucks after 1 week. Now, you did get the first one right already. Bulldogs were originally bred to fight bulls in a sport called bull baiting. That was true. Question number 2. Bulldogs cannot swim well because of their body shape and short snouts.
True.
That is true. Got the answer off before I even finished. 2 for 2. Question number 3. Bulldogs are actually one of the longest living dog breeds, often reaching 18 to 20 years.
False.
That's false. 3 for 3. Question 4. Bulldogs are so wrinkly that owners sometimes have to clean between their folds to prevent infections.
True.
You're right. 4 for 4. And this one, the tie Buckeye Central. Bulldogs can run super fast and were once used as racing dogs.
False.
That is false. Greyhounds, folks.
Yeah.
Greyhounds, the mascot of the Shelby Whippets.
Sir.
Those can run fast. Congratulations, 14 out of 15. So you defeated
Solid
Buckeye
spread.
Central in Boomers. You tied Buckeye Central in WTF. So you got to feel good about that. A little bit of revenge from them there. All right, before we let you guys go, shout out time. And Coach, I'll let you start since you've been sitting around for so long. I'll let you shout anybody you want out.
My wife and kids. My wife Rachel, my kids Hadley, Graham, and Burke.
All right. Brett,
Shout out to my mom, my dad, and my girlfriend Lexi.
there you go. Don't be afraid to shout out the girlfriends. They might yell at you if you
That's
don't.
what I keep.
you know?
That's what I told the skill guys.
Just that you thank mom. Say hi, mom first.
Yeah.
Then you can get to the girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know, and the sister, and the sister. Then you get to the girlfriend. Everything's well. Just a reminder, folks, that come on here after this. Final one, crew. Shout out time.
My mom, my dad, and my 2 brothers are amazing. And then my girlfriend, Emmy.
There we go.
I'm also going to shout out my coaching staff so I don't get yelled at.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, got to shout out the coaching staff. All right, there you have it. Want to thank Coach Hastings Robinette, also Cody Lawhorn, Kieran Barnett, Brett Cheney, and Crew Gaskill. The Crestline Bulldogs looking to make it back-to-back playoff appearances. They try to go 2-1 against Mapleton coming up this weekend. That'll do it here for week number 2 of the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Pizza Hut of Bucyrus and Galion. No one out Pizza Hut like they do with Bucyrus and Galion. I will see you next week with, I believe, the Northmore Golden Knights will be here. But until then, I'll see you on a live stream near you on the OH Report.